Hello, people of the internet. Welcome to the Porto 5. Um, Been a long time designing this, designing the guys, tweaking their personality traits, and of course, designing and building the Porto 5 HQ, which I'll show you around shortly. This is just a short video just to introduce you to the guys and just a quick tour around the house. Having a bit of issue with the sound at the moment, so hence why I'll just be showing you around rather than actually playing the game itself. So yeah, let's meet the guys. First of all, we have this bruiser. As you can see, plenty of days doing chest and arms, not that much doing legs. Of course, it's Luke Webb. Look at that skin complexion compared to the others. Text for Luke Webb. Yeah, trying to do the eyes without making them look oriental was quite difficult, but I think we've captured those as accurately as we can. As you can see, big romantic. We all know Luke Webb. You know he's a massive womanizer. However, he's also very non-committal, hence that womanizer name. High metabolism, because a guy who's in the gym as much as he is, his metabolism's going to be through the roof. And a bit of a bro. You can't high five like Luke Webb and not be a bro. Okay, moving on. Glen Anthony Clayton. Out of the way. Here he is. Oh god, move that out of the way. There you go. As you can see, man who enjoys his comfort. Also, I'm still getting his controls. In his dressing gown. You'll see him in his dressing gown and his bunny slippers quite a lot of the time. Just the way he is, he just wants to be comfortable. Glen Clayton. He lives now and pays later. That's what you've got to remember about him. Yeah, some interesting traits. Again, I think there's accurately capturing his personality as much as we could. Evil, hot-headed, lazy, and dastardly. So we look forward to his contribution to the house. Next, this bruiser, Desmond Balderdash. Well, just look at him. He's the maximum, in terms of his physique, it's the maximum settings you can give for everything. He's an absolute monster of a man. Just look at those legs. Those arms, the t-shirt can't contain them. He's just an absolute brute. His calves are just, the size of everyone else's torso. But that's Desmond Balderdash. He represents. He is Team Gaines. He is just a bruiser of a man. As you can see, active, high metabolism. That goes without saying. I don't know why is this high metabolism. I think that meant to be athletic, which I'm not sure, but anyway. Again, it's a bit of a bro. Got a good high five on him, and a guy who's down the gym that much, he has to be a bro. And we all know Deza can bloody eat, so he's a glutton as well. Next we have Christopher. Oh, that was wrong. There we go, Christopher Mackinnon. I did struggle to make Christopher Mackinnon. As you agree, I'm not sure that he entirely looks like him. But now I don't sure look. But I think fashion-wise, I think I've nailed it. I think I have. Oh, piss off. And he's a guy who wears fashionable things, dog tags. All the kind of sort of pretend jackets with sleeves. You know what I mean. Yeah, I did the beard and hair. I couldn't completely get, to be honest. And the face, it's nothing like him really, if I'm honest. But we'll enjoy that anyway. So we made him a foodie. We all like our cheese, and Chris McKinnon's one of those people. And let's have a look. Outgoing, he could talk himself out of a fucking condom. He's got the gift of the gab, as they say. Lazy. I feel like a lot of these traits I feel like I'm insulting. These aren't personal digs. These are just traits which I thought I'd give the guys just to sort of encourage people to fall out, which will annoy other Sims or other people, we'll call them. So these aren't my views or the views of EA Sports opinions on these guys' personalities. Is just try and increase the friction in the house. Business savvy. He's a bloody manager of a fucking building society, for God's sake. Of course he's business savvy. Okay, last but not least. Oh no, supposed to go that way. Nick Clayton. I'm actually quite pleased with how Nick Clayton's turned out. I don't. It's a complete fluke, but I think I've got him exactly. He looks exactly how he looks in real life. know Nick as long as I have. I know he loves wearing a suit. If he could, he would wear a suit every day. I'm certain of that. So again, you'll see a lot of the time you'll see him wearing a suit. Um, so again, personality. Again the disclaimer: these aren't personal digs. But Nick again's reputation as a serial womanizer. I mean, he looks Luke Webb, like I don't know. But anyway, non-committal. That goes out saying. Slob. Again, not a personal dig, but just to add a bit of friction in the house. If he's lazing around, pissing people off, then that's just great. Glutton. So many food trips I've been on with Nick Clayton. I've only recently ordered 2 KFC meals in one night, which was just, frankly shocking, really. And again, he's not a businessman; he's a businessman. So he had to get the business savvy tag there. So, okay, those are the guys. Without further ado, let's show you the Porto 5 headquarters. I hope the controls like da 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 da. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay, here's the Porto 5 HQ. As you can see, quite flair, quite unusual. What I'll do is try and mimic what would be like walking through this house if you're on these guys. So I'll get as close to the ground as I can. You know what? I'm going to get rid of the... Actually, no, we'll leave the walls for now, because just to get a sense of how isolated and non-private this place is. So, here we go. Walk through the door. The first thing you see when you walk through the door, a toilet. That's right. We'll put the toilet by the door, because if people walking by, there's a lot of Sims in this little area, so it'd be great if as people walk by, they can just have a look and see who's on the John, as they call it in the US of A. As you can see, the bed very close to the toilet. Again, just one thing to bear in mind here, when me and Sarah Young, huge contributor to this house, so big up to her, as they say. We designed it bearing in mind we wanted to cause as much annoyance as we could. We'll make it very uncomfortable, very awkward, just to increase the chance of them killing each other, basically, which is what we all want to see. So you walk in, you've got the dining room table here. For some reason, you're allowed to just dump a load of clothes on the floor when you design the house, so we did that. Just to have that sense of realism. We've got the 2 beds next to each other, and as you walk around the house, I'll just point this out now, actually, there's only 3 beds in the house, so 3 double beds, that's 6 spaces, so, we're going to encourage a lot of mingling in terms of sleeping arrangements here, so, I hope they get up close and personal, because, frankly, one of my 3 aims in this are to either kill them, get them to have at least one fight, or to get them to have sex, so, hopefully this increase the chances of the sex occurrence. So, anyway, let's have a look. So we've got the dining room table there again. I keep thinking there's 6 Sims. There's 5, isn't there? Whatever. Dining room table. These are the only chairs in the house. So this is the only place. I've actually realised they can actually sit on the bed. But if they want to sit down and have a meal, they've got to sit around a very small table. And that is the only place... Oh, pardon me. That is the only place they can sit down. So... Okay, moving on. I didn't mean to get rid of this. I might get rid of this. I'll put a jungle gym there, just for the lols. Sorry if using the word lols. But actually turns out only children can use that. So, I might bin that. So, don't get used to the idea. Little quirky area here. We've got a statue of some guy. Let's look at the statue. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. Yeah, to some geezer. What's he called? Oh, he doesn't actually say what he's called. Never mind. Obviously, with Desmond and Luke in the same house, you've got to have a gym. And I imagine if they both were at the gym at the same time, they'd want to be facing each other just for, I don't know, some sort of weird sort of macho sexual motivation. So we've got whatever these things are called facing each other so they can sort of gurn at each other. With a nice pink guitar in the background. Oh, and mirrors, of course, because... if you know Luke Webb, he spends at least 5 hours a day flexing in the mirror, so that'll sort of appease him. So moving around the house, we've got a very traditional stove, a log stove, in fact, where the Sims do their cooking. You might be thinking, where's the rest of the kitchen? We've conveniently placed all the appliances around the house. So you've got the microwave over here with one space for chopping and one space only. Some knives on the floor. See, I'm hoping. This is more hoping than expecting, but I'm hoping the knives can maybe be involved in some sort of fight. Maybe that'd be great, wouldn't it? Then we've got the sink there for the washing up, well, all the washing really, and the pink fridge over here next to this statue of a butler. Yep, a water fountain inside, of course. Oh, also, I forgot to mention about the beds. Oh, there's a cactus there again, hoping that will get involved in maybe a fight or something. I've put the beds. The stereo facing one of the beds. The plan being one of the Sims asleep here, and then someone like Nick Clayton. We all know Nick Clayton loves his classical music. Put that on full blast, waking up someone, pissing them off, and then the scrap. That's the aim really. So again, moving around the house. Got a punch bag again. Be a lot of aggression in the house, a lot of testosterone as you can imagine. So that'll be for that purpose. An awkwardly shaped bath. Again, also again with the bath and the toilet. Actually, I forgot to mention is, as you may have noticed, not in its own room as such. In fact, this entire house is this one room. We don't want any secrets here. We want, if someone's taking a shit, we want, everyone's got. It involves everyone really. Everyone's there, and again with the bath. Knowing the guys like I do, this shouldn't really be an issue. I mean, if they actually moved into a real house with the 5 of them, and they had to shit or bathe in front of each other, it really wouldn't be an issue, I'm sure. Oh, we put a barbecue there as well. I can't remember if it's Balotelli or Tevez or both, but they actually got fined a lot of money for running a barbecue in the house. So hopefully, we can have some sort of similar outcome here. Maybe even a fire. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Speaking of fire, I've put in no fire alarms at all, so no fire extinguishers or anything. So just got to hope that I can be creative, if the worst happens. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, and also no burglar alarms as well. Finally, we all know how the guys. Well, not finally, actually. Sorry. Maybe the most important feature. I don't know what Sims are like with getting drunk, but I've installed a bar, hoping that lots of slurps go down, and that will just encourage any sort of outrageous behaviour. There is a back door. I wasn't really going to have a back garden, but you need a back garden to put in this feature, which Desmond Balderdash will really enjoy using. It's a telescope, but a big fuck off telescope. Look at that. So expect to see Desmond Balderdash in there, just brushing up on his, his studies. He loves the astrology. Is that the word? Yeah, we'll call it astrology. I'm not sure that's right. Anyway, so that's the house. Put a hose in there again, hoping that could be used. I'm looking at Glen Anthony Clayton there. Being the mischievous type. So hopefully he will, be using that quite a bit. So yeah, what I'm gonna do, like I said, I'm not gonna show any gameplay today because I can't get the sound to work. But once I've got that sorted, we'll let them loose in the house. I'm going to have no input at all in terms of controlling the Sims. I've put the free will setting on. I'm not sure that's what it's called, but yeah, they'll essentially just live their life how they want to do that. I won't be interfering whatsoever. I'll just simply be watching and recording and enjoying. I may interfere if something's not working, like for example the jungle gym thing, that will have to go. If certain things aren't working, then I might have to get rid of that. Like I have noticed that with the toilet thing, sometimes if someone wants to go to the toilet, they tend to shoo people out. If that continues to happen, then I might just have to get rid of the doors, because I'm not letting that happen. They need to learn to piss and shit in front of each other. That if they can't do that, they're not really friends, are they? So yeah, we may just sort of tweak little things as we go. And also may move things around if I need to, and if I feel like I need to sort of encourage particular action, then I may get involved, but for the most part I'll try my best to not get involved and just hopefully let chaos unravel before our very eyes. So yeah, again, once I get the sound sorted out, I'm using the Elgato HD game catcher. If anyone knows how to sort that out, I just can't get the actual gameplay sound to work, so if anyone could help that, that'd be great. Yeah, until next time, ta-ta.